Greetings, everyone. Thanks once again for tuning into Porch Talk. I have a new special guest today, a face you guys have never seen. Welcome to the show, Denise.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. I appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Oh yeah, always. So, you guys, the New York City principal is under investigation for allegedly blocking teachers' Black History lesson. Now, this topic was in the Shade Room. Just to give you a little background very quickly. So, a group of parents and educators from a middle school in the Bronx are not happy after a principal allegedly blocked a Black History lesson. According to reports, they organized a protest outside of IS 224, which is reportedly 95% Black and Hispanic, and they're calling for the Department of Education to fire Principal Patricia Catania. Or Catania, one of those. So here's what happened. An English teacher named Mercedes Liriano Clark claims the principal shut down her entire lesson plan after she saw her teaching students about the 1920s Harlem Renaissance in art and literature. She's trying to stop us from teaching our students about their own culture. Why? She was told that was not her subject area. She was told that it is a social studies subject. We all know that Black history is a part of every subject, said Natasha Capers, coordinator of NYC, New York City Coalition for Educational Justice. A Black teacher was told she could not continue her Black History Month lesson. Of course, there was a friend that came to her defense, said she was a nice woman and all of this. And, you know, basically, what angle are these people coming from? So, here's the thing. What the principal is trying to say is basically, history is fine, but it's for social studies. You're not teaching the social studies class here. But is that an issue?
Yes.
Let's say for if it's a math or English, or is it an issue?
Absolutely. It's absolutely an issue. You're not teaching. Like, who are you to, oh, it's February, let me throw out chemistry and basic algebra and math, whatever, to teach about Frederick Douglass. No. Like I said, if you know, you're gung-ho, you know, they're not getting the knowledge in social studies, or you don't feel like they're being given the knowledge, then yeah, it is your job to educate these babies. So take 10-15 minutes at the beginning, give a little fun fact, throw it in there, but stick with your curriculum. This is math. You teach these kids math.
Right. I mean, I think the best way to do it is, just like you said, the fun factor would be cool at the beginning of the class. Find, if you have a math or an English subject or whatever your subject is, find a brief fact that relates to that subject maybe.
Absolutely.
That's a possibility. It is February. It is Black History Month. There should be some leniency, but at the end of the day, no subject that you're primarily teaching should be sacrificed because it's Black History Month. Quite honestly, we should be teaching Black history all throughout the year. But more importantly, I could say from my experience, it was a lot of stuff that I did not know that I found out being older. They kind of brush over Black History Month. There's more than George Washington Carver and Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and Harriet Tubman. It's more to Black history than
way
that.
More. Way more.
I would like to see them getting to death, even going back to Africa, even on the way up to here. I mean, get into depth, and I'm sure every teacher is not going to be able to teach that, because you really would have to concentrate and dig deep and get into the studies to be able to do so. So that would have to be an exclusive class and exclusive training. But I do believe that is something that all Black children should be privy to and taught, because of the simple fact that you're lost when you don't know who you are and where you come from.
I agree. Absolutely. You are lost when you don't know who you are and who you come from. And like you, I found out a whole lot about Black history after I got out of school. And I also found out a lot of what I learned about Black history when I was in school was incorrect. That's not what happened. And I learned that my knowledge was somewhat shifted, or whatever perspective they wanted me to have was given to me versus the whole story. But as far as it being every teacher not being able to teach that, I disagree. Every social studies, if it's your job to teach history, you need to teach all of history. You can't just be, oh yeah, I'm versed in World War I. No, well then you're not a history teacher. You're a World War I teacher, okay? Right. Every teacher, white, black, orange, pink, purple, you need to teach an equal balance of history. All of it. Not just focus on white history, black history, Hispanic history. We need to teach history period, as far as it relates, especially to United States and Africa, and especially the kids that are in your class. You need to, if you have 60% Latinos and 40% African Americans, of course you need to amp up the Latino history a little bit. Because like you said, if you don't know who you are, I mean, that's a problem. So we just need to stay focused. Our point and our goal is to educate these babies. We need to give them a general, well-rounded education.
Definitely. See, the thing is too, I'm thinking, like you said, very good point. If you can't just be a World War I teacher, World War II, or Vietnam, or whatever. I think to be versed in that, it would take so much time. So maybe they would almost have to spend like almost a seminar. What was that thing we had during school where you had that time you would switch classes? I can't. Home base. It was home base. I don't know if you had. Did you?
I don't remember what I ate for breakfast yesterday. So let alone.
So that would be cool to have different classes teaching different things, because that would take a lot of time and a lot of resources for one class to do. So, I mean, that's an option.
What about just like now, just like teachers they have to have their lesson plan or their syllabus or whatever. Of course, you're not going to be able to, teach all of 100-year span or 200-year span. You can't teach everything that happened, but you can teach major core issues and very important topics and things that relate and have it equal versus, for the time period. Spend a certain amount of time on this year, this group of years, this year, and stick to that as far as your syllabus and everything else.
Before we go, I just want to say the question could be at this point, like it always is it about money and resources? Partly, I do believe it has a lot to do with money and resources, and the other part, I feel that it has a lot to do with just keeping people in the dark, because it's easier to manipulate them and keep the status quo of the agenda here in America. Thank you guys so much again for tuning in. Catch you next time. Bye! Make sure you choose Rocky Road Productions LLC Porch Talk to feed your entertainment needs. And you can do that by following us on Facebook, Instagram. Make sure you like this video and share it with all your family and friends. Tag somebody in it, why don't you? And don't forget to comment down below and let us know how you feel. And before you leave, make sure you subscribe. That's right. You'll catch us every week. Looking forward to see you again next time. Bye.